Hey, man, we watched one of these. I think we watched the last one of these. Anthony Edwards, you know, he got a little YouTube channel, and he on step 5, year 5 with Anthony Edwards. He just dropped this bitch one day ago, so, you know, you got to tune in and shit. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, man. Let's get in. Who it?
I mean, I was playing alongside my favorite player, and then I was playing alongside
KD.
three of the greatest players, but besides KD being my favorite, LeBron and Steph. You know what I'm saying? And then like AD, Embiid, Book, JT, like Drew, D. White, everybody just bam. Everybody was just fire. Like everybody had something that they did really good that you couldn't stop. So like watching them work out, like everybody was just like, I ain't gonna lie, that was fun.
Are you excited to see those guys when you run into them at All-Star Weekend or in the playoffs?
Nah, not really, because I'm gonna beat all their.
Yeah, he did. He was about that shit. Wow.
The Minnesota Timberwolves have beaten the Lakers 4-1, and now
all
they
their
await the
ass.
winner of the Houston and Golden State series.
Batman, Superman, Wolves in 5.
Wolves in 5.
Wolves in 5.
Wolves in 5.
What I meant to say.
All right, it's official. Round 2, Warriors versus Timberwolves.
So I think the Warriors actually have a matchup advantage, and they're going to be harder to guard.
This YouTube series by Anthony Edwards is so
Just
fire,
because
bro.
Minnesota looked more impressive
It's
against
so
the better
fire.
team in the first round, that means nothing.
Living with opioid addiction can be a struggle. Supplicate with Counseling is for adults with moderate to severe opioid addiction who have started treatment with a dose of oral buprenorphine.
Game 1 of round 2 in the West.
I don't know, man. You know when you lose a game, it's always somebody got this, somebody got that. This is the reason you lost. And this is the reason. I don't really look at all that. I just look at every last one of us got to play better individually, including myself. You know, people gonna try to blame whatever, blame whoever. They can blame me.
It was one of the ugliest games I've seen. Ant was a no-show.
You couldn't even recognize them. Where the hell was Ant-Man?
It was abysmal. It was awful. It was inexcusable.
This YouTube series by Ant is so fire, bro. This shit is so fire, bro.
I'm the managing director of USA Basketball's men's national team. My responsibility is sort of selecting the men's national team, the coaching staff. We wanted to have a moment with each player, but you know, Ant was one of the first guys that I went to see.
Hey man, what up, baby? How you doing, man? How you doing? You all right? Just wanted to come formally invite you this summer.
He wanted to do it, and we were glad that he wanted to do it. And I knew we needed him. But then I also felt like he would learn, and this would help him grow and help him become the player he can become.
And Kerr's excited.
Are you gonna be the coach?
Yeah, same staff.
Okay. Oh, same. Okay.
So they know you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Tell me about your experience in Paris. What were the highs or the lows of that?
It was fun, man. I will say, yeah, it definitely was fun. I think it was no lows. Yeah, it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, everything was great. It was yeah. That was probably like the best experience I had playing basketball. I got some people talking about they gonna beat me in ping pong 21-0. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. 11-0. I'm scoring 1 point.
This nigga Ant funny to the bitch.
Man, yeah, I mean, hey, you can't no fish watching my pole, Jack.
Hey, Ant said I just showed up 3 days ago.
Hey, my boy just got the Bears about 3 days ago, but we so glad he got it.
You know, I think people think you can put all these great players together and you just kind of roll the ball out and play. In the Olympics, it's like taking a test and you either get an A or an F. There's no in between. Anything less than gold for Team USA is looked upon as a failure. You know, we have 3 weeks to prepare. Every day is an important day. We go every day. and the intensity just in practice.
Hey, Brooke, y'all down, Brooke. Tag. Stick. Oh, stack, Brooke. Oh, ice, bro. That's the one, eh? Finish the drill. Right this. Running. There she goes. I got him.
Oh, boy. Y'all got it good. Y'all can stay up all night. Look at him. He's still in the dark. He ain't got to get up and do shit. I can't sleep. I got to get up and go to practice. I got to get up and go work out. That's what y'all don't understand. Look at him. He's still asleep. Crazy. I got to get up.
The three hardest workers in terms of working on their craft every day, and the three most consistent were LeBron James, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant.
Like, I took Brun, like, pregame routine.
Who I go to for advice? Of course, KD. That's my favorite player of all time.
The best thing that I learned was from Steph.
I think naturally with Steph and Ant, there was a mutual respect, just from afar. But I vividly remember Steph had his routine every day after practice, after shoot around. He got his shots up and he did his routine. And it's really a work of art to watch and to witness. I think Ant came away from that, and it certainly, shown itself this past season.
Okay, Curry. I see you, nigga. Oh, you finna bang this.
Mine look the same. As that. We got one more.
God
right now, this
damn.
is probably the craziest time of year because this is what Ant's been working for, all off season, going into the conference finals back where we were last year. I think going into the Olympics, that was probably one of the things that I think, I was looking forward to, not only for Ant, but even myself, just leaning on the teams that have been there, Steph's camp, LeBron's camp, KD's camp, and how those guys actually build those relationships with their brand partners. I think that's something that he really learned a lot from those guys.
We got some new products in, some new hats from our partners at New Era. They said they were making something special for Ant for the playoffs. This is special in a couple of ways. You got the AE logo, but on the Atlanta Braves inspired hat. We try to have it our way and do things with an Atlanta twist. And I think New Era, they hit it on the head with this one, so excited about this.
I was the youngest player on that 96 team. I just finished my second year in the NBA, and I knew that Anthony Edwards was going to be the youngest player on this 24 Olympic team. And I know how beneficial that experience was. It was a huge confidence booster for me when I returned back to the NBA. I had, my best season the year after the Olympics in 96. And so, so I understood that. I understood just how impactful and how important that was for me. And I was only hoping that the same thing would happen for Anthony. And so I think there's a confidence, there's a resolve, there's just a feeling like, what, I did that, we did that, I can do this over here.
Design you
this
feel
shit finna
every
get
detail.
tough. This shit finna get
Technology.
tough real quick. Hey! Anthony Edwards keep dropping YouTube videos, bro.
Is he gonna do it again? What you think? I go with my money. Yeah, we ain't seen, nigga.
Hey, Ant, in the first quarter, it looked like after you hit a three, you were talking on the sideline to Steph.
Trust me, man. I wish he could be out there to play against him, no matter how it goes.
They
That's what I told him.
clap
After
the
I hit
words,
Tracy.
too.
Because he told me I had missed one. He was like, you weren't going to make that. You was too open. And I was like, I ain't going to never stop shooting him. I learned that from you this summer, so.
I just think Ant.
You don't stop
on the
shooting.
court sort of
Keep shooting that
maturity.
bitch.
Maybe a few years ago,
Shoot.
he was trying to do everything himself. He reads the game better. And it just comes with a comfort level of being that guy that carries that burden and that responsibility. And for Ant, this might have been his first time winning something on
Anthony
this
Edwards
stage,
might win an
winning,
NBA
gold
championship
medal,
this
being
year.
number one, and all that went into it. Popping champagne for the first time. Like, he had never done that. And then
He had
Steph
never
was
done
showing him
that.
how to do it. For all the guys, was
He real deal might win an NBA
have that
championship
shared
this year.
experience as a group was magical.
Okay. Yeah, bro, that shit was fire. Yeah, that shit was fire, bro. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, man. See y'all boys next video.